Now, Lucille is a business and career coach who specialises in helping women to achieve success and happiness in their professional lives. Lucille does this by helping women to create a plan to get what they want from their career and lay the foundations so they can have a successful business. With a speech entitled, "The One Thing That You'll Need to Have to Survive in Business in the Future." Please welcome Lucille.
New year, new you. But is it? Really? Are you taking advantage of all of the opportunities that are available to you? See, I believe that in the future, more and more people will have their own businesses because they crave the flexibility and the freedom that comes from having your own business. I was doing some research and gov.uk released some stats that said between 2018 and 2019, over 672,000 businesses were registered. That's the equivalent of 70 businesses per hour. And the reason that is that it's easier than ever to turn your profession into a business. For example, if you're a manager and you're mentoring people and you're helping them to achieve their goals and to get to where it is that they need to be, then you could set up a business as a mentor, as a coach, or as a trainer. If you're a receptionist and you are coordinating telephone calls and organising meetings, then you can set up a business as an event coordinator for other businesses. And while having a business is such a great idea and people really love the idea of being able to work for themselves, there are some key fundamental things that you need to have in place. You need to be able to lay a solid foundation for your business. And just so that I've got an idea of numbers in here tonight, how many people in here have a business or have thought about starting a business? Just raise your hand for me. Oh, wow, there's a lot of people. But not everybody raised their hands. Now, if I ask that question in 3 years' time, every single person in here, your hands will be raised because that's just the way the future is going. You raise your hand, you want to start a business, you want to build a better life for yourself. And so the work that I do is I work primarily with women. And what I have found with women is that the one thing that holds them back from achieving the success and starting the business and getting the best from themselves is confidence. Confidence to put yourself out there. Confidence to say out loud what your business is and what it is that you do and stand for it. Now, in the future, you will not have the opportunity to stand back in the crowd and not speak up. If you are an employee and you don't feel confident, you can hide behind the curtain of your work. You don't need to step forward. But when you have your own business, you have to be front and center. You have to be speaking about your business. And the work that I do is helping people to understand the foundations which they need to lay to build a successful business, because it's different for everybody. It's not the same. And so I work through that with you and help you to know what are the foundational steps you need to take. How do you take those steps? And so what I want to do is to share with you really 6 words that are going to help you to get by in the future. Now, bear with me because this is a strange one. The 6 words are J.K. Rowling, Kevin Hart, Oprah Winfrey. What do they all have in common? Neither of them are overnight successes. Neither of them got to where they are now overnight. They didn't do it immediately. It took time. So they had to plan, they had to strategize, they had to develop themselves, they had to get support, they had to be resilient, they had to have patience. Now, all of those elements are really important. And I could spend hours talking about all of those different elements, but I've got 10 minutes and apparently other people want to speak tonight as well. So what I will do is I'll just focus on one element, and that's patience. Now, Patience has a really bad rep. So people think patience means sitting back and doing nothing. People think that by having patience, what I mean is that you say to the universe, I want to have my own business, and then you sit back and wait for the universe to manifest itself. That doesn't work. Yes, you have to have the vision for what it is that you want to achieve, but you have to put the action behind it as well. It isn't just about saying this is what it is that you want to achieve. And I say patience because we live in a society where everything is so fast-paced. Everybody wants immediate reaction. You start something, you start a business, you expect it to be successful straight away. I was listening to Amy Porterfield's podcast the other day, and she was saying that when she goes to the gym and she eats healthily, she works out, she does everything that she's supposed to do, and she gets on the scales, she expects to see immediately that she's lost weight. And she was joking, but as I say, that is a symptom of the society that we live in. It is that immediacy. Social media is developing so quickly. People are always on to the next big thing. There's new social media platforms developing each day. People just want to move to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And they don't stop. They don't reflect. They don't pause. And the thing that will set you apart from everybody else out there, everybody else that's trying, is you. It's being patient. It's putting in that work to make it a success. Because people will try, and they'll fail, and they'll learn, and they'll try again. But only if they're patient. But then there are other people who try, fail, suffer a crisis of confidence, and then just give up. And as a coach, I'll also work with you to help you to develop your skills, to build your confidence, so that when you suffer that crisis of faith, when you don't believe in yourself, I will help you to believe in yourself. I will help you to develop those skills that you need to get to exactly where it is that you need to go in your business. Patience. Because most people don't have it. And when I say patience, that means developing your skills. Patience is all about taking the small steps to achieve your big goal. Your big goal is having a business, but that just doesn't happen. There are small steps that you need to take in between to be able to achieve that big goal. And you have to be consistent with the actions that you take. And I'll give you an example. When you're learning to drive, you don't just get in the car and know how to drive. You take driving lessons. And each lesson, you're taught a new skill. And those skills build up so that eventually you have the ability to drive without an instructor. You pass your test, you get your license. And that's because of the small steps that you have taken to get you to where it is that you need to go. J.K. Rowling started writing Harry Potter in 1990. It wasn't published until 1997. Patience. I'm very fortunate that I get to help people to develop their skills, to support them, to help them to get to where it is that they need to go in their professional life. And I want to extend that invitation to everybody in here tonight. So if you are serious about starting a business, if you want to take that next step and get that independence and get that freedom, then all I ask you to do is to complete this slip of paper, which is on the table over here, when I have finished. So all you need to do is put your name and email address on there. And what I'm doing is offering one of you the opportunity to get some free one-on-one support from me to help you to lay those foundations, to help you to get to where it is that you need to be in your business. Because nobody will come and save you, but they will come and support you if you ask. And for everybody else, even if you don't win that offer to get free support from me, I'll still speak to you on the phone, understand where it is that you are, and talk you through the ways that I could help you. And I just want to leave you with this quote. One moment of patience may ward off great disaster. One moment of impatience may ruin a whole life. Thank you.
Lucille, everybody!